he had a jerk about theater, doing theater there.
Okay.
And I'm sure it made him think about himself as a black man, doing theater, having to powder his face white, and rather to play a part. It must have made him think, well, I'm a black man, I'm a Caribbean man, and we are still in this mode of and imposition of the European form. That even at that time, the first role I think he gave was a very demeaning role as a black man. It was, and I'm sure that made him think about where are we? Where are we? Why can't we do theater, our own theater, as Caribbean people, as black people? And as you know, he wrote afterwards a book on black actors, black American actors, because he was traumatized by this, that was no place for us. And so I think he wanted to find a place.
Of celebrating Hill. Because he is the foremost, I would say, pioneer in regional theater, Caribbean theater. Yeah. Foremost pioneer, not because he's the earliest, mind you. Other people, were doing things before his time. But in the sense of what he achieved at the time that he was doing it. Yeah. Errol Hill, he started when he was in Trinidad here. He, on his own initiative and with a few of his friends, began one of the first Trinidadian local theater group. Right, the Whitehall Players it was called because it was stationed, it became the Whitehall Players eventually because it was stationed at the British Council in Trinidad, which was housed in a building called Whitehall. So they were the players that established themselves there. And his leadership from that time was well known because from then he became not only the leader of that group, but he was given a scholarship to go to RADA to develop his theater training. He did that. And he came back to serve the West Indies in those days. Are we talking here about the 40s, 50s?
Yes, because I was just trying to.
Every student who passed through that class, and it was a mandatory course in the theater arts degree program, had to spend a clear and definite focus on that little paper done by Errol Hill in 1971, which was presented to the Commonwealth Language and Literature teachers. That paper called Emergence of a National Drama in the West Indies.
I think that has always been the vision. Right? When Hill worked in Jamaica, when he was stationed in Jamaica at the extramural department there, he established the Federal Theatre Company. Right? The Federal Theatre Company. Right? And the intention with that was, again, which has been a dream, ever since, to have a company of the best Caribbean players that would be a traveling company and would create a repertoire of great Caribbean works and great world works for that matter.
You mentioned that emergence. I guess that's why I hold it so important. He mentioned his emergence in relation to his Trinidad Carnival mandate for national theatre. And he not so much lamented, but commented on the fact that people have associated him so strongly with the Trinidad Carnival mandate for national theatre and pulled that out as a sense of what the theatre ought to be about there. That he, yes, but to his mind, to his mind, the larger focus would have been his sense of the folk and what the folk does, what a search for the folk does to take our theater forward. And the carnival being only a small part of that folk trust that he spoke about.
And when you say folk, you mean the folk forms?
Not just the folk form, the folk in general.
Okay.
The folk in general, the folk music, folk dances, the folk tales, the way we conduct things in this Caribbean, that you can find as a thread that runs through the entire Caribbean. And the search that sense of the folk can do to give us a theater that's rooted in Caribbean sensibilities. And that carnival, his notion of the carnival was only a part of that folk, but the folk was the important thing. That large folk base that we have here, the Kumina and the Shango and the Pan and the Calypso and the reggae and the reel and the jig and the pique and the belly and all of these dances and the folk tales, the stories that we tell and the ways in which we tell them. He saw that as the big crucible in which this drama should emerge from. And the carnival was part of that. And that to me is what
Out in the road, come out in the road, warrior. Out in the road, come out in the road, warrior. Out in the road, warrior. Rouse yourself for the great encounter.
Out in the road, come out in the road, warrior.
For the morning is no time for slumber. Grab your pui and join in the slaughter.
Out in the road, come out in the road, warrior.
Blow the conch shell and beat the calendar. Face your foe without fear or favor.
Out in the road, come out in the road, warrior.
Call on the brave Captain Baker to salvage your soul for your maker.
Out in the road, come out in the road, warrior.
Out in the road, warrior. Rouse yourself for the great encounter.
Out in the road, come out in the road, warrior.
Say goodbye to your mama and papa, beg a prayer and plenty novena.
Out in the road, come out in the road, warrior.
Carry sote is licks like fire, blade for blade, but no time to retire.
Out in the road, come out in the road, warrior.
Down on your knees to your maker, no retreat from certain disaster.
Out in the road, come out in the road, warrior.
Freddy Fitzy typing and the tiger line must go be my bone and my law.
Out in the road, come out in the road, warrior.
Out in the road, warrior, rouse yourself for the great encounter.
Out in the road, come out in the road, warrior.
Out in the road, come out in the road, warrior.
Out in the road, come out in the road, warrior.
Out in the road, come out in the road, hey yeah.
Out in the road, come out in the road, warrior.
Out in the road, come out in the road, warrior.
Out in the road, come out in the road, warrior.
50? A drink. 50? Hey,
Frisco.
The shop was empty.
Dusty not here.
Not Ines either.
She in the tent, but where he disappeared?
You expecting him to miss the fight?
Don't I employ him and have the right to say if he can go?
In Trinidad, I stick fight send everybody mad.
Excepting you. I think the whole village down in the tent to witness a barrage of blows. Eh? Say, how come you exclude yourself from all that?
I ain't in the mood.
You grieve and steal over Pity Bell Lily. Forget that, my friend. That is a frisky girl looking for fame, not romance. All you can offer is perseverance. Tell me, you know how to fight stick at all?
Running my blood. You ever hear tell of the great Muscovy? He's my papa. And it is me all the signs of war from the time I could walk.
That is bygone days. I too was famous for all kind of crazy things. But reason take over now.
To win Pity Bell, I could recall how to break and charge.
I wouldn't start up again, Brixco boy. Look, console your heart that it have plenty fish in the sea. So if one get away, that is no tragedy.
You taking a drink?
Pass me over this one. Eh?
I notice you make big preparation to crown the champion.
It's Ina's idea. She trying to liven up the place around here, and I go along.
Who you back to win?
No difference to me.
You still avoid betting?
To throw away the little money that I put by.
Well, I back Tiny. The talk went round that he have a mounted stick.
Meaning what?
A charm, you know? Black magic.
You island people too funny. Eh? In every shadow you see a zombie. If a cock crow one night, a dead baby born. Say a donkey bray hard, hee-haw, somebody life gone. You're fighting blight, juju, maljo, and the opium man. Eh? Thief in your money for so.
You don't believe in Obia, Joe?
Obia? Since I was a popo knee high to a grasshopper, I finished with that. But here you can't turn around before somebody scattering a pepper on the doorstep, rice on the floor.
You should worry, seeing the buying from your store.
If I had the power, I would drive from this land every kind of witch doctor and obia man. And I tell you, first to go is Japapa.
Easy, Portuguese. Beware that, mister. He's the one man not to tangle with ever.
Do you believe in the superstition?
Supposing I do. I ain't the only one. Papa plant here like an old sugar mill. You try uproot him at your own peril. And though I can't swear to it villainy, I hear some terrible testimony. Like for instance, when Suki and Jane denounced him as a fake. Brother, she went out on a limb.
Sukuya Jane,
notorious witch, used to fly to the night with a stitch on her body like a ball of fire. Anyway, she quarreled with Papa. 3 days later, they find her, is hard to believe it, stone dead in her yard under a silk cotton tree that you believe is the devil own umbrella. So partner, leave well alone is my motto from then.
Strange to talk so and call yourself men.
Otagijo, when you live in a place, you learn how to run to keep up in the race.
Well, it's only with you I make free, eh? And truth to tell, Obia don't bother me, except when I find it growing in my yard. Everybody I take in the store have it bad. Sometimes it's a girl, sometimes it's a man, sometimes my woman. And all put her hand in the cash box to pay this vagabond.
You don't have to worry. But you could trust Inez. She's a good little girl.
I ain't displeased with your sister. In fact, my intention could be honest with a little persuasion. If I would she would friends up a little more and don't flirt with all who come in the store.
Hey! Tiny! Yes!
Hey! Excitement in blood. The fight done over, and the village have a new conqueror in the person of combat of Tiny the Terror.
Well, so be it. Look, help me prepare for the crowd who will soon invade me in here. Look, I tell Swifty to fix up if I go. That boy, yeah? Look, you fill the glasses or a dozen or so while I set the tables, okay?
You know something, Joe? That crown fit my head like, take my head like a natural fit. As if me as a favorite. And sooner or late, I will rule the ring. What you say to that?
I say you're deceiving yourself. You don't this rank in the game. Think how much warriors you have to tame before you could challenge a champion.
Not so much, about 9 or 10.
10 names too terrible to pull down. 10 giants barring the crown.
You can't blame me for trying.
It could mean your death.
What is for a man, that he must get.
Who win? Tiny, ooh, tiny,
Tiny, tiny,
Satan.
Satan.
Tiny, ooh, tiny, tiny.
Tiny Satan.
They come in singing the victory chorus. Everything ready?
You have plenty brass.
It was Battle Royale.
Now look here, you little...
Joe, don't get upset.
What the hell I do?
You walk off the job, leave the shop wide open.
But I leave you relaxing inside.
Hey, Marie,
Remember your pressure.
The boy talk as if he owning the store in is.
Who win the fight?
Tiny Satan.
With a blow so swift, you only hear when it pass like a breeze. Whoosh. He is stick man of class.
Hey. Listen to me, eh? You busy yourself out in the back, eh? From tomorrow, you can take all day to slack.
Oh, Mr. Joe. Miss Inez, please.
Give him a chance, Joe. He didn't mean to aggravate you. Swifty, see and clean up the place. Come, go and make yourself handy.
Yes, Mom.
You see, eh? She take over the business already, just like I say. He's only the key to the strong box I still call my own.
Portuguese Joe, when you use that tone, I must be on guard. Like a born Creole, you know all the tricks to fool up a girl.
Fans mob tiny pieces. And first the decision was Miss Inez.
If you can't keep quiet, bite on your tongue. You have too much lip for one so young.
The crowd inside.
Woo! Get your carnival over quickly and come back to normal, okay?
Tiny Satan. La 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 ba ba la ba 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 below la la ba. Hey! Tiny Satan. Bam 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 ba la ba 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 below bang ba ba da ba ba. Who win? Tiny Satan. Tiny Satan born with a pui. Tiny play the enemy. One and all Christ surrender. Tiny is the conqueror. Who win? Tiny Satan. Who win? Tiny Satan.
I raise my rod and I rule the ring. Give the victory shout and crown the king.
Who win? Tiny, oh tiny, tiny Satan. Tiny battle all in tongue. One by one they tumble down. Tiny proved the better man. Tiny is the champion. Who win? Tiny, oh tiny, tiny Satan. Tiny harder than old iron. Tiny strong as any lion. Tiny muscles form like spring. Tiny fast as lightning. Who win? Tiny, oh tiny, tiny Satan. Tiny eyeing every chick. Tiny out to take his pick. Not a girl to tell him no. Tiny is the world hero. Who win? Tiny, oh tiny, tiny Satan. Who win? Who tiny, tiny Satan.
I promise this will be short and sweet. Everybody know why for we meet. Tiny Satan win a glorious encounter today as we face a great warrior.
He's king of the stickman ring. Tiny Satan is hero today and tomorrow.
He reached the top without losing a war. Her feet never equaled in honors before. Yeah.
Carve his name in the book of fame, none to compare with a fighter so dare.
We have a crown, and now it must sit on the head that never tastes defeat. Which lovely girl will win the honor to crown the champion? Tiny, show your favor.
Yeah. I pick Pity Bell. Possess two eyes where silent moon shine in constant surprise of each other. 1 minute glazing with scorn, the next tender as a baby newborn. So it's Stickman, furious in fighting, but calm as a church outside the ring.
Spoken like a hero.
Hey!
Take your stand beside the champion, crown in hand, Tiny Satan, conqueror of the field, swift as lightning, sharper than steel, wizard of wood, a terror in war, brave as a lion whose mighty roar spell death and destruction. To the enemy, we crown you king.
Yeah!
It's a lie! It's a lie! Who disturbed the proceeding? It's a lie! Who disturbed the proceeding?
All lies. Me, Pogo, beaten but not graced. I call Tiny a coward to his face. I lose the battle, but stoutly declare he never defeat me fair and square.
Come to the fore and make your charge.
I only repeat what I know at large, that Tiny fight with a mounted sticky ham, so lick in his bank. Conquer me so easy. Oh, be I save him from my poop.
You lie.
It's true.
Gentlemen, please do not start a quarrel.
I could make you bow to me anytime. Come, square off now.
Bro, little cock. This poor chastised warriors who twice your size. T-Bomb and the great Muscovy. Mila, renowned for agility. Johnny O, the human rat. And Drew's type of the arm, a single flick, and Fitzy Bainwright, who fight even blind. What you know about stick, Mr. Hurry, come up. I ruled the ring when you was a pup, still wetting ends. Now I get down. Wish a spotless crown, but instead, and roll in.
Talk true, Pogo. between me and you, is the Obeah man made the champion?
Pogo had a great and glorious past. All Stickman regret he fight his last, but Tiny Satan record is clear. I, for one, hail him as a warrior without parallel in the entire village. Now, true or not, what you allege lacking proof. So I say, let's proceed.
Yes! Tiny!
No crown. Somebody will bleed for the insult I suffer. I will fight any man today or tomorrow with the pui he bring. Let him cross me and prove who is king. Hear me now. I address one and all and cast my weapon into the hall. Pick it up. Who dare to challenge me? I will pay for your hole in the cemetery.
Where are the sons of the brave and bold to meet this challenge? Huh? Must the old war horse take to the field again?
I will plant a statue over the grave.
Not a man in the crowd, nobody so brave. Where the heroes gone? Here is a chance for the crowd to open to all combatants. You can let it pass? Who ain't satisfied to live unknown and unknown to die? Only the man who put fame above love, everything. Above everything. Deserve a woman love.
Hey!
Briscoe making joke. He's on the slope. Give him a chair for clearing the air.
Hey, Briscoe!
1, 2, 3. He's a lion. Let him
Briscoe, we appreciate your courage, but we can't allow suicide in the village. So put down the pui, drink up, and let's go.
I accept the challenge. Who can say no?
Take the advice of an old veteran, huh? A stick ain't make for every man.
I will try my luck inside the tent.
I should have never started up this argument. I like a brave man, not a simpleton.
Don't be a fool, man. Drop the weapon.
Set a date for the fight and make it soon.
Briscoe, be reasonable. What tragedy?
If Tiny wouldn't fight me, he must bow to me.
Bow to you? The man is a lunatic.
Either fight or break your stick.
Listen, Briscoe, you don't know to fight.
I take up the challenge and demand my right.
Tiny, you will have to cross with him.
The man ain't serious. He's a crazy whim.
Briscoe, for the last time, put down the pui.
Never, until he promised to fight me.
Is your funeral?
But Briscoe.
What are y'all carrying on? Briscoe have as much right to the crown as everybody. Don't hesitate. If you want to do battle, set the date.
You, Lily, you is the cause of this. You never content until somebody risking life and limb to satisfy you.
Me? Don't couple me and your to-do.
Stop the chatter, and I hear my decision. Since he forced me to it, I will take Briscoe on. Crackers, set the day.
Look, bear witness that I cast a strong vote against this trial. 2 days ahead, as the hands of the dial come to attention, the bugle will blow.
Oh, senors, senoritas, please clear the store. This business would lead to heavy sorrow.
excitement for some. More trouble and woe, a day to recall when we grow old.
So we take our chance. What we have to lose?
I say I don't like it. You think your papa will handle two men who fight one another?
All we do is find him a customer and draw a commission so much ahead. That's simply enough. What it is your dread?
An angry stick man.
Commit that worry to Jah Papa.
I know what a pui tastes like, and it ain't nice.
Talk logically. Briscoe get a charm, he pay big for it. You and me both collect a profit.
Enough to get me a new pair of shoes? I hope. I mean, my foot on the ground.
You're confusing the issue, all right? Say he and Teddy Ring and face Tiny. What the hell I was saying?
I always tell you too much logic ain't good for the brain.
Listen, Briscoe need magic to beat Tiny and we could supply it. Why you holding back? Send him to the hut of the Obeah man and get the commission.
I wouldn't do it, but I need a soft pair of shoes.
Don't forget my half of the cut.
I bear you no grudge. I don't.
I to you.
Then why put me in this callaloo? Why? I don't want to hurt you. First thing the village will say is I like too much advantage, or call me a coward if I refuse to fight, and traitor if I should lose.
Sorry to put you in this distress.
How much to get me out of the mess?
Hey, I intend to fight, and I must caution you that I mean to win.
Briscoe. Yeah. You intend to win, you say? All right. Well, let's see how this goes.
He frightened, eh? I am offered to buy you off. You know the stars in your favor? For I know exactly how to make sure when you enter the ring, though an amateur, you will stop Tiny.
Give me the tip.
A tip for a tip? You must take a trip tomorrow at dawn beyond the river to visit the Obeah man.
Yeah, Papa?
Yes. Tiny using a regular stick. He can't touch you if you have magic.
True, but I don't like the idea of mixing with Obeah.
There's nothing to fear. Everybody these days just take a little dose to help them along.
What about the cost?
Relative, depending on what you need, etc. I mean, don't worry. It won't exceed what you can afford. Put coin in your pocket.
Thanks for the tip. I will think about it.
Yeah, when you succeed, remember old Pilo.
I was looking high and low for you.
Don't bother say it. My mind is set.
I will talk while I draw in breath to make you see reason. Is naked death you face in the ring? Why challenge Tiny? What possess you? Petite Belle Lily got you tied upon the spell till you can't decipher heaven from hell. Go to Jah Papa. Pay him well to get released from her witchery.
Stop your raving and listen to me. Early tomorrow, crack of dawn, I will go and visit the Obeah man to charm my pui and preserve my body and save me from all true enemy.
Briscoe, you set my heart at ease. You want me to come with you?
No, I can manage.
All right. Take care. and bolster your courage to meet your papa. Be wise and wily. Now come and go home and forget about Lily.
Go ahead. I'll follow presently. Pretty Belle Lily.
Who is this lovely girl? Pretty Belle. Who is this precious pearl of my life? Pretty Belle. I cannot eat by day, nor by night. Cannot sleep, what a plight. Only live by the light of her eyes. I love Pretty Belle, Lily. I love Pretty Belle.
Man, beast, or devil, enter the abode of your master, Japapa.
Morning, Japapa. I come seeking your kind favor. Where you be? I can't too well see in the dark. You and the shadows make one.
You too impatient. 3 times you assault my door. Knit yourself together, man, and name your name.
I is Tim Briscoe, blade for blade. Old pillow point me here. He say, of all science men it have today, you is the highest, you the best.
You come singly?
Me one.
Then gather your courage and declare your story.
Papa, I beg you help me out.
State systematically, in exact terminology, what business you come about.
Yes, I'm going to tell you from the start.
Take time, boy. Take time. No cart before horse in this establishment. You walk with money.
I ain't so ignorant. Pillow say, put coin in your pocket. So I bring every penny I got.
How much here?
$23 plus.
Is all? Huh. Some presumptuous body want to make me a mook. Or you ain't half as smart as you look.
The money ain't enough, Papa.
As you trade wood with me, no matter it's 2 minutes or 20, your purse got to be much fatter.
How much more, sir?
A cool 50. Flat.
Allah, since I born and bred, I never see that side money yet. You can't give me a little ease up, Papa.
Me fee is my fee, partner. Don't fret with me. Easing up is just
dead against me policy. Who next outside?
Papa, you can't send me empty. I in the grip of adversity. Help me. I beg you, help me. Do. Help me. I will make good recompense to you.
I see you on the verge of desperation. Unload your trouble and promising nothing, I will consider some concession.
You won't regret it. Whenever you need a friend, call on Briscoe.
Well, proceed.
The truth is, I love him terrible bad.
Who?
Who else but Petit Belle Lily, little sister of Olive Sugar? You know her?
It's a tragedy.
Yes, for she always play hard to get, but in spite of her flirtatiousness, I feel she have a likeness for me. So one day, I put the question flat, and this is the way she answered. Boy, you ain't no hero. When you destroy a champion stick man, then you'll prove man enough to get my love. But Papa, sad to relate. I promised the old lady dying to take care of Ines and give up stick. And from then to this, I ain't touch a pui. So I kind of rusty. Then last night, her spirit come to me and say, my son, if there is no other way to write your life, take your pui in hand and prove to the world you're a man. So now I determined to enter the ring, and me alone will reign as king.
Briscoe, you stupid, yes? Take my advice. Drop this foolishness. Courage is good, but wisdom better. And the naked fact of the matter is you lacking experience. I bet you never clashed with a tiger yet. Go home, take a bath, cool down the heat. I have some cooling bush here. And forget Lily.
Papa, you never know what I suffer loving this woman so. Day turned to night and night turned day, and all my life just wasting away.
All right. You don't need to carry on so. I take your word. You love Lily bad.
Yes.
The question now is, what you going to do?
I'm banking on you to make me a champion stick fighter.
Maybe. I have to consider all angles. Tell me, for instance, who is the warrior you're fighting?
Well, a fellow named Ruku.
Who Ruku that?
He newly come here from the city. I have to begin somewhere.
That sounds feasible. Next thing, how soon you want this stick mount?
No, self. I'm fighting tomorrow noon.
Tomorrow, you say?
At the sun top the sky.
And it's now you come? You think mounting a weapon is easy, guy? But it's highly complicated and critical. You have the French Creole, the old-time Spanish, and the African ritual.
Papa, believe, I ain't too fussy. Just give me a shortcut ceremony.
Then again, something else. I must mention it. Maljo. Supposing you have a blight and you lose a chopper on your enemy, is you self the blow will cripple we?
What that? Geez, you web. Look, trouble. This other business, a terrible more complication. You ain't afraid it, Papa?
Yeah, he's a deceitful counselor. But come back to you. Your predicament is serious. You need thorough treatment. And that is the sum of the argument. How much money you told?
I don't give you my last copper on the oath.
Don't believe it, Briscoe, that you could teach your grandfather to suck egg. I know each and every trick in the bag. If you're interested in your future, better or worse, empty all the pockets you have in your clothes.
Yeah. I find a vagrant $2 note. I don't know it was there. And see here, it took 5 spots at last 3 days back. Lady look smile at me. That 30 took off my pants. Lord, a couple more days too. Here's your papa. Take it. It's all for you.
Now, before I commence to charm your queen, I have to read you about Jumbie. Where is my medium? Minnie? Come, girl.
Yes?
Prepare for the untying ritual.
Is Minnie Whoopsa working here?
Yes, and don't let your eyes pass there.
She wants to resemble Suki and Jane, who of a sudden abandoned life one day after you and she was in strife. So people say.
You come here to gossip?
It's the first time that story crossed my lips.
Keep it so, and improve your chance of living. A wise man heed a timely warning. Remove your shirt and shoes. Wherever thou art, O turbulent, powerful, and rebellious agent, O Bandara, symbol of evil and destroyer of all spells and charms, I thee conjure, rid Briscoe of all evil shades, ties, and stumbling blocks placed in his way. Break the bolts of gates of limbo. Power of dark, O entities of Hades, I implore aid, cure, and protection for Briscoe. Now turn 7 times on the candle, and mind you, turn right to left as I sprinkle you spasmodically with untying powder.
Oh, Dumba, Noah Bomba, oh, Bobola Bola, Wiboa Shabarak, Boye, Shabarak, Boye, Toa, 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 Dambala, Ogun Babatala, ye, Ogun Babatala, yo, yo, Ogun Babatala, ye, Ogun Babatala, Shosho, Reka Dona, Reka Sasa, Reka Dona, Reka Wawara, Reka Dambala.
Oh Lord, my back breaking in two.
Powers of light and power of darkness, combination of beings evil and divine. I call for destruction for the last time of the knot tied against Briscoe. Oh, befriend him, Alpha and Omega, Alpha and Omega, Alpha and Omega. The beginning and the end.
Oh, I glad that done.
Go behind the screen and strip yourself. Prepare for your body for the final wetting.
More to come still? Is full course I getting?
I hear a KG footstep outside. See who it be. If a client, let him take a breeze till I'm ready for him. Who it is?
Old Pilou.
What do you want here?
I come to see you. I sent a customer named of Briscoe.
He inside now. Keep your voice low.
Well, to be short, I come from a cut.
I ain't collect my full quota yet.
That's your lookout. Hand me my commission.
What happened? You have a suspicion about my honesty?
Don't make me laugh. Just give me what's mine.
You could get a half.
You're joking.
Down. Keep it down. I say, Minnie, go back there and keep Briscoe company till we settle this business. Now, Pilou, a generous half is enough for you. You know anything about this new fellow from town they call Ruku?
Which Ruku that?
The man Briscoe fighting.
You mean Tiny Satan?
What fool thing you saying?
He fighting the champion, Tiny Satan.
And you expect Briscoe to beat that man? You fully the fifth. You send him here to put me in trouble and blight me career with this mama pool stick man? Go. Leave quick, else I lace your skin with the poi stick. What the hell they doing in there so long? Minnie, send Briscoe where he belong. Out in the open, quick, sharp now.
I strong like a bull and light as feather. I feel like a champion stick fighter. Rain can't wait me when I have my pui in my hand. Rain can't wait me. I am passing on the floor like a roaring lion. Pui, pui.
Look now, partner. This ain't no tent. Stop gallivanting about like an elephant. If you finish dressing, leave and call back for your stick this evening.
What o'clock?
As the sun I shut or shutting. Remember, it's a rush job you're getting.
I have faith in you, Papa. I ain't fretting. Where I going now? And I will see you later.
Walk good. And let every man remember his debts and debtors. Minnie, see my cross today. This idiot come to kerfuffle me brain, Minnie. I say,
you call me again?
Who you think Briscoe fighting tomorrow?
I don't know, some novice.
Novice? Yeah, sorrow. He tell me he's a newcomer named Ruku. But I get the full story from old Pelu. Briscoe fighting Tiny.
Tiny Satan?
Himself.
Call off the fight then.
Let everything drop. You kunumunu. When you ever hear your papa give way to womanish fear? Rather, come let us devise a plan how to exploit this situation, because we in it already. I say, let all man beware. I out to make a big haul.
Take my advice. Last night I dreamed terrible things. A great trembling seemed to rack the bosom of the earth. Spirits crack open the door of their clay pits to roam the land like a disease, taking revenge over their enemies. Nothing we could do could turn the tide of destruction. No place to run or hide. I wake up in a fever. Outside the window, a lizard was croaking a mournful solo. It's a clear warning. The old people say, one day, Hongote.
Perhaps the time comes for me to retire. Let's go when you reach the height of your power. For when the fall comes is a different story. But I mean to go out in a blaze of glory, and I ain't done yet. We'll pass the word. I supporting the challenger and pick up a load.
You mean to double-cross Briscoe?
It's part of the game.
If you let him face Tiny, he shall get maimed.
That is his lookout.
That is treachery.
Mistress, you growing out of your shoes to stand up in my face and give me abuse. This is my payment for taking you in, a castaway of dubious origin. Who has your approval? The business in hand could make us a fortune, carefully planned.
But what about Briscoe?
He is small matter. A speck on the glass you brush off to see better. Come, no more argument. Time to make ready. Take a message to Miss Sidemen, Pelu, and Cooley right away. Tell them, put out the rumor. Briscoe will win, being my customer. But they must back Tiny on the slide with the money I sent. We going sky high. This is the job we've been waiting for. After this, we don't have to work anymore. As long as they live, people will remember the reign of the Obiaman Jab Papa. Ole, the time is here for the greatest triumph of my career. I will prove my power this very hour. My fortune waiting to burst and flower. Ole, the time is here for the greatest triumph of my career.
One day, Congo T. Trouble come when you least expect. Turn your back and it's on your neck. Round the corner, it lying wait. Don't take that turn. You will meet your fate.
Ole, the time arrived to suck the honey from out the hive. I will make a hole, you will hem and ball, and my name will reign as the rogue of all. Ole, the time arrived to suck the honey from out the hive.
One day, Congo T. Make sure better than cocksure, yes. So better be sure of your success. He's the one in my dream revealed. If you won't hear, you bound to feel.
Ole, the time is there for the greatest triumph of my career.
One day, Congo T.
Ole, the time is come to blow the trumpet and beat the drum.
One day, Congo T.
Ole, the time arrived to suck the honey from out the hive.
One day, Congo T.
What time you make it?
Setting up for night. Soon the men will come down to discuss the fight. Many better reach quick.
What your papa mean by the message he sent?
Some ingenious scheme back of his mind.
Well, I hope this time we haul in a pile because the percentage is small. If I can't buy candle for my pain and cramp, why involve myself with such a born scamp?
Relax. You're getting too jittery nowadays. Take a pill and calm your body.
Sometimes I think if I was younger, I would make a bolt with half the plunder that we collect for Japapa.
Crazy talk. He would after you like a chicken hawk trailing a young fowl. And believe me, brother, when he catch you, they wouldn't find a feather.
Japapa growing more and more bold. My one regret is getting so old I wouldn't be around to enjoy his fate when this village set out to retaliate.
You're sour today. You ain't feeling well.
Oh, is my rheumatism giving me hell?
Look.
Now, Minnie, what is the latest act your master wants us to perform? Whose pocket to ransack? What new villainy will stuff his greed and vanity?
Don't take him on. He ain't feeling good. What is the ballad?
I bring word that Briscoe fighting with a mounted stick, and the stars promise he will put out the wick of the champion.
The village would never buy it.
Furthermore, say that tiny Satan fall out of favor with the Obiaman.
Well, we could try it. Logically, the stranger detail you tell the faster to make a sale. Leave it to me. I will get the men to back Briscoe against the champion. When they believe they own a secret, all the money will flow in my pocket. You with me, Pelo?
Here we sit like 3 crows waiting to pounce on a corpse. Minnie, I think you better take off.
But not too far. Make a half tack, and when the men reach, you could pass back casual like to bear out the story.
If only we could bamboozle Joe as well to go all out on Briscoe.
Work on Inez. The Portuguese can never say no to a pretty woman.
Hello, senors. You are the only 2 sensible men. What else can you do on such a warm evening, eh?
Hey, Joe, take up you with your grandpapa pushing the heat.
Cool off with a young one, man. Come, swallow it neat.
How you do, Coolie? And old Pelu?
Not sharp as you.
I waiting for your answer. My offer still stand anytime you're ready.
You will have to ask my one and only, and he is a jealous Portuguese.
Hey, Joe, watch yourself. She putting the wool over your eyes.
Inez is very faithful.
Go now. If you leave them for you anyhow. 1, 2, 3. For the young girl so deceiving. 4, 5, 6.
The men coming down for their evening carouse.
Run away.
Hear them singing, Inez. We will shut up the house early before trouble starts tonight. They get too excited over our fight.
As you say, Joe.
Inez, how come you look so cool and Briscoe name right in the book of the dead already? Like you don't care what happened to your brother.
You had better prepare for a big surprise.
Ah, that's a good crack.
Imagine Inez want me to back Briscoe against Tiny, swearing she not positive the terror will bow tomorrow. All day she want me to spend my money.
It's no risk. If you frighten, lend it to me. I will pay you back with interest.
I hear Zeppo about Briscoe myself and ready to go all out on him once I get confirmation.
Well, I say you are crazy is my conclusion.
Go now. If you say they will leave you anyhow. 1, 2, 3. For the young girl so deceiving. 4, 5, 6. They will always leave you grieving. Run away, go now. If you say they will leave you anyhow. 4, 5, 6. For the young girl so exciting. 7, 8, 9. That a kiss is dynamite. Run away, go now.
Nobody have got the bet on the bout.
Look 50 on Tiny. Come, match your mouth.
35, level bet.
On Tiny Satan, the sky is the limit.
You always, my friend, hide your coppers away. Otherwise, I will make your paupers today. But take warning, Briscoe chance plenty good. You can never know or be sure when wood meet wood. The secret will out when time comes to play. He might well fall, fire and be fade.
Talk through your heart. I never hear that. Briscoe beat Tiny. You will lose all your money.
It's so I get beat being too cocksure. I, Miss Timer Chopper, land on the floor. As I was off balance, the blow descended on the coconut and that was the end. You know, people say Wajang was better than me, but I tell you, he win a fluke victory.
Cooley, you make me a little bit curious, eh? Seeing you repeat what Inez tell us. Now, Briscoe is her family, so I understand she would want him to be the champion. But you have more sense. You know it can't happen. Yet you say he will win. What is your reason?
Forget it, Portuguese. I make mischief.
It's no joke, it's no joke. Inez tell me that she no positive.
Why don't you ask her that?
She wouldn't say anything.
I know that.
You hiding something.
Give us the secret. Come on, man, spill it. We's all friends together through the dry and wet weather.
Cooley, if you know something on the fight, it's your duty to tell the boys. Otherwise, right now, we better part company.
Yeah.
All right. Top elbow in me. This is illegal. I get a wire, but don't ask me from who. That Briscoe hire Ja Papa to help him lick the champion.
Huh? Buncombe! That is all superstition!
It really sounds queer. Seeing that Ja Papa keep Tiny as a regular customer. I mean, how come he working against him now?
You didn't hear that he and Tiny had row over the last fight? The change hardwood.
Oh, yes.
Seniors, please. All that is absurd. You can't believe in such superstition, such stupidity.
No. Every man, Jack, in the crowd have experience with Obia that he ain't proud of. He is a power in the land, so don't fool your fat. Huh? If Ja Papa with Briscoe, I backing him flat.
Hey, look, Mini Whoops are coming in person. Let's tackle her. Man, she bound to know.
Minnie, we don't intend you no harm, but the boys have a question. We know Papa charming one of the fighters for battle tomorrow. Tell us who it is. Tiny Satan or Briscoe?
I don't rightly know. But early this morning, Briscoe visited the Obia man without warning.
Visit him? Oh, we want to know, truly, if Ja Papa assured him victory.
I can't swear to that. Now let me go, please. I have to reach back home with these.
What you have in the basket?
Bush.
What kind?
Go on, peeping, and see if you don't get blind. This bush collect for Ja Papa medicine.
What he used to make Stickman invincible you have in the basket?
I don't know what you mean.
I don't believe her, man. She famous for lying. Huh? What one name?
Gully Root.
And this?
Kakaput.
What it good for?
A bad lockjaw.
Name this.
Karaili.
And this?
Jijiri.
Tell us what it cure.
Epilepsy.
See here.
This piece.
I'll show you whatever I can.
But you still ain't called the greatest of all. Is man better man?
I'll show you Janet. I give you Sarah.
The bush we want, you don't name it yet.
This is your pain, this clear out your brain.
Show us what make a stick man rain.
Never fam use right, put a circle aside.
But you still ain't name the bush of fame. Is man better man?
Janet, the bud, clean out the blood.
Is no damn good for a fighting wood.
Don't be tambo, make your head roll.
But it can't slow down a crippling blow. Only show us the speed that a sick man need. Is man better man?
Closing time, senors. Look, please leave the quiet. Don't do anything to start up a riot before the contest tomorrow. Minnie, what you want, child?
She was teaching us Obia. Minnie, you can't leave till you settle the question. Give us a tip on the battle.
This is my advice. Take it or leave it. The stick man who will triumph tomorrow evening is sure to make a big sensation because Ja Papa backing him. Now I go on.
Gentlemen, please. I am closing the shop right now. Swifty, start to lock up.
Portuguese, the boys all agree that Briscoe is the man for we. So bring your cash. We're ready to bet.
Joe, don't bet on Tiny. You will only regret it.
Don't interfere, Inez. Look, bring me pencil and paper. Look, my friends, I try if maybe I can to expose Ja Papa as a bogus man. And I hope tomorrow make everybody wiser.
Cut out the black, Mr. Philosophizer.
Come up to the counter one by one.
You're smart yourself. Joe will win the money.
Cool down and form a new strategy.
Dr. Jack 40, 34.
Don't do it, Joe.
Mistress, you keep the score. 100 from Dagger.
Better be good. Well, what is it?
Making a bold proposal to Inez.
Put away.
You giving odds?
Nothing doing.
I like today only 50 and 6.
You think she will bite?
Listen to her panic.
Joe, listen to me.
Cut away 56. You will make me angry, huh?
Tonight, self, when the place get quiet, I will approach Inez to reverse the bet.
How much, Hannibal?
One's kind of low, but I'll take $12 on the guitar.
Hannibal 12. Now for Coolie.
Joe, darling.
I want only odds.
No, very sorry. Last man is Pilo.
Taking an out because my mind's still running in doubt. I hope tomorrow wouldn't be too late to try my luck.
El Toro open at 8. And now, senors, it is time to say good night and good luck, everybody, on the fight.
Yeah.
All right, good night.
See you tomorrow.
Good night, Joe.
You'll see.
Yeah.
15, you leave if you finish locking up.
Yeah, yes, Mr. Joe. Good night.
Good night, good night.
Inez, if you're sure your brother going win tomorrow, Joe make a mistake betting against him and will lose every penny.
It's true. He is a stubborn Portuguese. You have a plan how we could master the situation and avoid disaster?
It ain't fully right in my mind. I have an idea if we could find somebody to go all out on Tiny.
We could alter the bet. But Joe keeps his money in the safe. I will have to... Look, in the next village, you think you could draw people to engage in a brave gamble?
I'm willing to try, if you cut me in. But time flying fast.
I will have to get the key to the safe tonight and bring you the money.
A rich fortune waiting for you and me, girl. The Four Roads people don't know about the charm and all that.
But supposing that Joe find all the money gone.
We only borrowing it for a night. He will thank you tomorrow.
All right. I will try and get the key.
Remember, half the profit you're raking is mine for the trouble that take.
Whatever you say. Now, go now and conceal yourself outside till I bring the money. I will protect Joe and his property.
You not going already?
Yes, Joe.
But it is yet early. You could stay and keep me company.
If you want.
I sorry to beg against your brother, but the man give me no option. Now another thought begin to harass my mind. Supposing Briscoe meet his fate in the ring.
Don't talk about it. I want to inkling of something.
Yes?
Where I stand with you.
What do you mean? It's only you I love.
I'm not vexed or anything. I like to provide for the future and I can't quite decide if you coming or going.
I tell you, it's only you, Inez, I love.
So you say every time, but without proof. Perhaps you take me for all the others, but no, Mr. Man, I have too many offers.
You mean Cooley, that rascal? I hate him today. What he wants?
Same as you, and he willing to pay for it too.
But you tell him Joe have first choice, huh? That is my girl, eh? Come a little caress, huh?
No, Joe.
Why all this contrariness, Inez?
You can't expect me to be otherwise when lately you ain't been treating me nice.
I give you run of all my affairs. What more you want?
You don't trust me to be safe or to handle the key?
That is not important, huh?
It is to me. To prove your love, you must give me the key.
All right. I promise to give you tomorrow.
Tonight.
Oh, then later.
No, give me now.
You are such a tormentor, you Inez. Come, please, a little peck, eh?
First, show me the key.
It is around my neck.
We will now be going for a 10-minute intermission. We will now be going for a 10-minute intermission.
bara, me tell him me buy Congo bara, me tell him me buy Congo bara. Tell him me buy Congo bara, me tell him me buy Congo bara. Muma, muma, your son in the grave already. Your son in the grave already. Take a towel and ban your belly.
Muma, muma, your son in the grave already. Your son in the grave already. Take a towel and ban your belly.
Muma, muma, your son in the grave already. Your son in the grave already. Take a towel. Hey, yeah. Hey.
Muma, muma, your son in the grave already. Your son in the grave already. Take a towel and ban your belly.
A song me challenge. Who feel he is king, let him throw a stick into the ring.
You're tired living.
Match that.
All right. You asked for it, Mr. Mount. We will see who is hero to take them out.
Make it 4 square. Now, fellows, beware.
Muma, muma, your son in the grave already. Your son in the... Hey, yeah. Make a towel and ban your belly.
What's going on here?
Hey. Pity Bell Lily. In all creation, sweetest filly.
Not to mention her sister, Rosie Sugar.
Hey, Alice.
Morning, Lily. Alice Sugar. What a daisy. Trying to pick her.
Who in charge?
At your service, lady.
Crackers, you ain't never to service me.
Lily, you're looking sweeter than honey.
Don't let that fool you, yeah? She does sting like a bee.
How come you know that and you get bite?
Like they bidding by you last night. Blue crab nicked me as I jump in the water.
Because you went where you ought not to.
Enough. Cracker Jack, everything set?
Oh, the prey ready to make strife. Blood hole waiting to take life. Only I don't see the players yet.
We're back in Rainbow.
Briscoe for the grade. Though the terror is a hard man to invade.
If Briscoe win, it will cause a riot.
Ah, Swifty, keep your young tail quiet.
So tell us, Lily, what would happen if Briscoe nailed the great tiny Satan with a lucky blow?
What? Briscoe toppled the terror? Poor man, he going to get crippled.
I'm speaking to Lily. Suppose Briscoe take the crown this morning. You will give him a break?
That is my business. What you better learn fast is no break for you where I concern.
You afraid me? You hear about my reputation?
Cut away, you spouting need insulation. You too soft for me, boy.
Oh!
Crackers, you really think he could win?
Briscoe? Most of the boys betting on him.
True?
He got youth and power.
And besides, he fighting to win you over.
Briscoe love Pity Bell too bad. Love riding him till it send him mad. Really? Like you promised him a favor?
Who wants a novice for a lover? And still the foolie haunting my door, bringing me presents and flowers galore. Though I tell him it's no sense going on, he worshiping the ground I walk in pan.
We unlike men who health stick good.
In all directions, eh, Alice? Eh? Like wood that break down all opposition, I hear.
You know the correct thing, Cracker there.
Senor, senoritas, look, I hear the summons and haste to the tent. Senor, senoritas, before the big event come off, look, because I have a proposal to make. That this fight is too criminal and I beg you to stop it.
Joe talking rot. He up to some plot. Briscoe send him or Tiny to thief people money.
Yeah.
No, you don't understand. It's my conscience. But last night you demand I back my charge against the Obia man. Later my conscience says a mistake because there is something bigger than Obia at stake and that is a life.
Joe, it don't ring true. try again at something new to convince the boys your real intention is to save Briscoe.
You're making ruction about nothing at all. It's not the first time a stickman faced death before his prime. Remember the killer, Congo Jack? When him and me clash, it was blue lightning. I break the first charge, but partner, the second bore my defense like it come from a gun. I didn't know what hit me. 10 seconds, I freeze. Then like a soft bus popsicle, I fall on my knees. Well, I know then. That was my time to retire had come.
Lily, you prepare for this martyrdom? If you have a heart, don't let Briscoe do it.
How it concern me?
It's an open secret. You is the instigator of this bout. Give Briscoe the cue and you will back out.
The fight must go on. Everybody want fun. Briscoe got a charm. He won't come to no harm.
What happened ever happened, Lily? Most of the blame will fall on you.
I hear this meddler. Man, you ain't ashamed to expose your ignorance. Briscoe looking for fame. He is man enough and must do as he chooses.
He's fighting for you, Lily. Win or lose, everything is for you. We all know that well. And you sending this young man straight to hell. For what? To show off your pride?
You damn Portuguese. You face like a chew-up piece of cane peeling. Hey. But you men listen to this rank abuse and nobody ain't licking his flank.
Lily talking sense. If Briscoe want glory, he must face the same risk as anybody.
Besides, I heap of us share the opinion that Briscoe will be the next champion.
That's my contention. He will eat up Satan. Briscoe will be hero today and tomorrow.
Too much. Hey, I find it have too much argumentation. High time to call an intermission. So pass the rum while we're waiting on Hannibal. Give us a number that topical.
Yes.
Sing the Rosso about Pity Bell.
I don't like that calypso at all. It's shameful. I mean, Hannibal, choose another one.
I like it. Hannibal, sweetheart, give me the chorus. Come, make a start. Is calypso what all you're frightened for? I enjoy it every time more and more.
All right. Pity bell lily, pity bell lily, pity bell lily, pity bell lily. Long camisole, lucens camisole, tout mon casser bandero. Pity bell lily, pity bell lily. Long camisole, lucens camisole, tout mon casser bandero. Pity Bell is a real enticer. She got the goods and she got them nicer. Every man in the place just dying to taste a little piece of Pity Bell ways. Pity Bell Lily, Pity Bell Lily. Long camisole, dum sans camisole, tout un cancer bambero. The way she moves is something fantastic. She got extension really elastic. She will send you up high like a bird in the sky, poor man, if you cannot fly. Pity Bell Lily, Pity Bell Lily. Long camisole, dum sans camisole, tout un cancer bambero.
There's nothing in the world finer than man, and it's woman's job to serve him best as she can. But my heart will only care for someone beyond compare. I have no use for the fellow who also ran.
Pity Bell Lily, Pity Bell Lily. Long camisole, dum sans camisole, tout un cancer bambero. Red as a rose and sweeter than honey. Men offer her their life and their money. When she casts round her spell, they fight stick like hell for a night with sweet Pity Bell. Pity Bell Lily, Pity Bell Lily. Long camisole, dum sans camisole, tout un cancer bambero.
Some sing of love, but that's mere flattery. Gems and jewels I scorn as trumpery. For the true paragon of man will dare to the lion's den. That's the only man who will ever never conquer me.
Bitty belle Lily, long camisole, un sans camisole, tout un casser bandero. Bitty belle Lily, long camisole, un sans camisole, tout un casser bandero.
I know why the gathering stand amazed. It's not customary for me these days to leave my abode and indulge the common amusements of the village. But I make exception today because of the great commotion over the fight. Who in charge of the tent?
Me, Cracker Jack.
I hope you don't resent my company.
No, Papa. We glad to have you.
And my medium, Minnie?
She could stay too.
Good, good. I like to know where I stand and who I stand with. So my next proposition is a roll call. You have no objection?
It's all right by me. The women begin.
Sibel Lily.
And Alice Sugar.
Pataway Rainbow.
And Daga da Silva.
Cracker Jack.
Old Pillow.
And Coolie.
Pogo over here.
And Young Safety.
Here with the guitar is Hannibal.
Pleased to meet you, one and all. Somebody in the house don't call their name. It's because they're too proud. Perhaps they claim the right to choose between friend and foe. Let him declare now which way he go.
The silent one is Portuguese Joe, who this morning come to try and prevent the fight, saying Briscoe is no opponent for Tiny. He ain't a talking mood.
I say it behind you. Now I say it to your face. Jean-Papa is a faker. And it's a disgrace the way the people swallow your trickery.
Hold, foreigner. Hold your tongue. Life is short.
Fraud!
Take warning. Presumption. You can't abort what lay in the belly of time. Now, here, 3 days grace, and the fourth, beware.
I done say my piece, so make your play. Eh? The village will come to their sense one day. As to the fight, my heart go out to Briscoe, walking into the lion's mouth. Whatever happened, eh? He can count on me to see him through his catastrophe. But I leave you now to enjoy your war. Whoever want me, come to the store.
Cross him off the list of the living, Minnie. Dispel the end of this one fool, Portagi. 3 days he has, then wish he was dead. For the vengeance of Moko will fall on his head. Back to the fight. Where are the contestants?
They reach it.
Make the bugle speak. We've been waiting a week. Fight like you're crazy for blood and money.
Hail for the brave contender to Briscoe.
Take your call now, boy. When your blood flow in the hole later on, nobody will cry.
Pity Bell, wish your lover boy luck with his try.
I have one lover, he don't need no luck.
But Briscoe's showing so much pluck. You must give him a little encouragement.
Don't let Lily throw you off the scent. We know she loves Briscoe.
My man ain't reached yet.
Briscoe, what happened, friend? You in a cold sweat?
Keep your head, Briscoe. Don't listen to them.
Watch Tiny good. Huh? Watch for finger tricks.
Watching alone can't ward off the licks.
Finesse to the left is his weakest side.
Don't forget, Briscoe, to keep your eye open wide so you know when the time comes to run and hide.
Inez, I hope a doctor coming.
Why? You expecting Tiny to want him?
We don't want a doctor. Call a priest. Briscoe determined for murder at least. What you say, partner? Briscoe keeping quiet. Come on, man. Take a drink and chat. With the boys in the is a funeral?
He's saying his prayers to build up morale.
Time for Tiny to reach.
Some people want fame, but they ain't prepared for the odds in the game.
If Tiny don't come now, we leave it here.
Ooh, the brave challenger beginning to scare.
Who's Tiny to keep people waiting like this?
Tiny is champion. That's who he is.
Who's the calendar music yet?
Tiny said 1,000 is his favorite.
1,000, 10,000 to buy me one.
1,000 to buy me.
1,000, 10,000 to buy me one.
10,000 to buy me.
1,000, 10,000 to buy me one.
10,000 to buy me.
1,000, 10,000 to buy me one.
10,000 to buy me.
1,000, 10,000 to buy me one.
Well, with Tiny, you will sing battalion.
10,000 to buy
me alone, me alone, me alone like a man.
Me alone, me alone, me alone like a man. I will face a battalion. Only me alone, me alone, me alone, me alone like a man.
1,000, 10,000 to buy me one.
Only me alone.
All right. Take it easy. Cool down, say. We ain't quite ready. You can't hear. Stop singing. Come on, better blister somebody with a spray. Where the hell Tiny is?
Look, Tiny coming, Tiny coming.
Take your places one time. It's late already. I don't have to prime you how to behave. Any interference and the body will feel the weight of my patience. Anybody want to ask any questions? Anybody want to change their weapon?
I will keep my pui.
Anyone will do me.
Everybody satisfied? No objections? All right then. Start the calendar. Is girl in the coffee I choose for this war?
That girl in the coffee, that girl in the cocoa doo-doo. Tell me why you're singing so far.
That girl in the coffee, why you singing so far?
I know you're living so tell me why you're singing so far.
That girl in the coffee, why you singing so far?
Come on, don't let him beat yourself.
Go, Tiny, go.
Briscoe, mon ami, it's sad. Too sad. You is the worst stick fighter in Trinidad. Remember, I won. What the outcome would be if willful, you determined to have Lily. Let the experience make you wise. Take profit from your morning exercise.
You have the brass, Papa, to remain behind and laugh at Briscoe in pain. Your heart is a stone to stand and mock a man you turn into a laughing stock.
Papa, ça c'est slow, ça qui me
Briscoe, you idiot! Hey, mister! What you gone mad? Hold! I would blister you with bright!
No, Briscoe.
You hit me? Remember, your life in my hands. I am dear Papa.
Oh, Briscoe, no. Oh, God. No, Briscoe, no. Murder! Murder! Briscoe gone mad. He going to kill dear Papa. He beating him bad. Murder!
Mbala Shango Obunoe Ashoba Boy Damala Shango Obunoe Ashoba Boy Ashoba Boy Damala. Bring your sackcloth and ashes. Woe betide the man who become my foe. Briscoe assault me. Now witness his fate. He measured the ground before me, prostrate. This is the payment for all who try to rise against me and my power defy.
Yourself make way. Me, Lily, come to view this new tragedy. Oh God, Papa, you hooligan. What again you do to the man? Oh, poor Briscoe, he suffered all of this for me.
To one and all I say, remember, après bon Dieu et puis diable, c'est diable, Papa. Come, Nini, come.
Bring him to my room, back of the store. Somebody write to the town for a doctor.
I can nurse him myself. He loved too strong and I never believe it and treat him wrong. Men sing of love, but that's mere flattery. Gems and jewels I scorn as trumpery. For the true paragon of man will dare to the lion's den. That's the only man who will ever conquer me. Petit belle Lily, petit belle Lily, l'homme comme son, l'homme sans comme son, tout le casse bambaro.
Well, I hope everybody well satisfied. The only thing left is for Briscoe to die. Do you feel sorry now? It's kind of late. Sorry alone can't lessen the weight of guilt each and every one carry. It will haunt us while we still have memory.
Ines, go and find out the news.
How much time I tell you? Lily refused to let anyone in.
Lily trying all kind of signs.
Think we should send to the town for a doctor?
Yes. Get Casirip. He is a contractor of note. People call him the white magician.
I refer to a qualified physician.
Lily, ease my heart. How is Briscoe?
Lingering on in the land of limbo. I bandage his head and the bleeding stop. I rub him down, the fever drop. I use potions, bush, prayers as well, but nothing I can't do in breaking the spell, and it just settled on him like a heavy mist.
He give no sign that his body resisting the magic?
Only now and again. When I hold him close, a passionate moan comes from his lips as if my presence stirred his spirit to break out of the trance. But then soon he will fall back quiet and cold, content to remain half dead to the world.
Is the obia fastened on him strong?
Poor Briscoe. His future looking dim.
Lily, why not send for a doctor?
Contact Casirip, the old sorcerer.
First, pass me another bottle of rum. I can rub him again.
What become of the first one you had? It finished already? Somebody in there must be on a spree.
Shut that young fellow. Look, you're too insolent. Hand me the bottle. This is 96% proof liquor. So apply it with care.
Lily, if you want a bright idea, give Briscoe a little to warm up the body and burn 2 candles over the bed.
You use the aloes plaster on his head?
I have some snake oil hide away in my room.
And don't forget, Lily, to turn the broom upside down and scatter some salt on the floor.
The old people say to put a cross on the door and circle around the bed to keep away the spirit.
I do all of that already. My poor wits explore every piece of science in the book. Look, if Briscoe time come, it come if this don't work.
No. I can't stomach this mockery while a man's life is in jeopardy. Look, Swifty, saddle the horse. Inez, take command. I'm going for the best doctor in the land.
That will cost plenty money.
If only I can save Briscoe, it will ease my shame.
Needless to say, we all feel the same.
Before I leave, senors, permit me to say one more word. After what happened today, I have no conscience to keep the money that I went through this catastrophe. Therefore, I decide not to buy your favor, but because blood is on it, to redeliver every man his bet.
Joe, you can't do it.
Why not?
She mean the proposal fit with the rules of the game.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Pardon me. I never mean to slight anybody. But how you expect me to keep this money in my house? Eh? How can I sleep sound knowing what trouble it costs? Inez, open the strong box. You have the key.
Joe, please.
No more. I won't listen.
Oh, God, oh!
What happened?
What happened?
Forgive me.
What happened?
Forgive me, please, Joe.
Forgive you for what?
I take the cash. We only borrow. It really, Cooley say, wait, Cooley, tomorrow everything will be, oh God, now we lost. Here, lost the money. What a cross.
Wait, compose yourself, girl, and say what happened.
The horse rearing to go. What happened? He dead?
Inez, what new trouble lay ahead?
What happened? What happened?
What happened?
After you leave me. What? After he leave her? Last night when you leave me. Last night when he leave her. I take all the money. She take all the money. And I give it to Cooley. You take all my money? Every cent of the money. Every cent, every penny, and I give it a coolie. She give it to coolie, to coolie, to coolie. Oh, why you give it to coolie? Coolie come and he tell me. What coolie tell you? He tell me truly, Joe will lose all the money. Lost all the money? If he put it on tiny. Oh no, oh no. So I give it a coolie. She give it a coolie. Call coolie, call coolie. To coolie, every cent, every penny. Oh. What did do with the money? Coolie take all the money. Coolie gone with our money? To Forest Valley. Down in the valley. That's what you tell me. Say so, say so. To Petakin's tiny. Didn't go. So I give it a coolie. She give it a coolie. Every penny to coolie. To coolie, she give all the money.
You better postpone your weep and wail a little. Briscoe's stamina failing fast and you can need water to cry. Joe, darling, I beg you, please hurry and bring the doctor.
Joe lose every penny.
Inez, give it away. She fall prey to the smart maneuver from the born trickster.
I believe the whole world and his wife gone crazy. Inez, what possessed you to take all my money and reverse my bet on Tiny Satan?
Briscoe consult the Obia man who promised to make him the champion.
You sure of that?
I tell him to go.
You, Inez?
Forgive me, please, Joe.
All I had put by. You mean everything you threw away?
Except the gold tie pin your mother sent you.
Oh, everything! Don't be drained! And you, Inez, who I hope would remain with me permanent, you give me this blow!
I make a big mistake. Ask pardon, Joe.
Wait a minute, man. It looked like a plot from morning to thief every penny we got. Is not Cooley first tell us Briscoe will win?
And Bello, back him up, most genuine.
And neither one come in on the betting.
They ain't here.
Where they went?
They stand condemned, being the only absent ones in the crowd.
We'll peel their skin
and finish the havoc they begin.
Wait. A moment, please, senor. Listen to me. You thirst for revenge, but think carefully. Who is the faker behind the fraud? If Pelou is the mouthpiece, who give the word? Who perform it? Who make the plan? Who is the chief culprit?
The Obia man.
Papa. So why you hesitate, huh? What you waiting for? Here is provocation to warrant war and rebellion. Grab your puy in your hand and drive the traitor off the face of this land.
Why the delay? Everybody have cause enough to make this reckoning yours.
But Jai Papa is a treacherous villain who walk with all kind of mysterious weapon about him.
But while you pray and prattle, your friend inside losing the battle of his life. Joe, the doctor come in.
Just the horse. Look, I will go for him right away. Hoping my influence will count more than dollars and cents. Look. Meanwhile, senors, we need that money. You know what to do. It's high time you paddle your own canoe.
Now, who can root out the ringleader, the bloodsucker arch deceiver Jab Papa? He bamboozled all of us in here and laughing his head off from ear to ear. Who can root him out? Huh? Who is the villain?
Ja Papa.
The bogus magician.
Ja Papa.
Who we must destroy.
Ja Papa.
Drive out the island.
Ja Papa. Clear the way, make you play. The brave alone will survive today. War and rebellion. War and rebellion. War and rebellion. Fighting for freedom.
Who is the faker?
Ja Papa.
Born mischief maker.
Ja Papa.
Who we must destroy?
Ja Papa.
No one forever.
Ja Papa. Clear the way, make you play. The brave alone will survive today. War and rebellion. War and rebellion. War and rebellion.
Fighting for freedom.
Who thief high and low?
Ja Papa.
Make us a papi show.
Ja Papa.
Who we must destroy?
Ja Papa.
Who it a mighty blow?
Ja Papa.
Clear the way, make you play. The brave alone will survive today. War and rebellion. War and rebellion. War and rebellion. We fighting for freedom.
Who bring misery?
Ja Papa.
Keep us enslaved.
Ja Papa.
Who we must destroy?
Ja Papa.
In a raging fury.
Ja Papa. Clear the way, make you play. The brave alone will survive today. War and rebellion. War and rebellion. War and rebellion. We fighting for freedom.
All who agree we march and invade the enemy, show their hand. Huh? Oh. Well, that rule out.
Because you statement only got mouth. You frayed, all frayed like cat frayed water, craven like sheep of an old bush doctor who got you like putty mix in his hand, ready to twist you which way he demand, and not a soul to stand up and fight. You will die as you live, a bunch of white-livered cowards crawling into your grave.
Stop your abuse. Tiny Satan is brave as any man living. I will face any mortal.
His Briscoe spirit. Look, he done dead for true.
Hey, Cracker.
Is Briscoe spirit paying a visit to reckon with all who caused his downfall? Tiny.
Ask pardon, Briscoe. Ask pardon for knocking you down. I only do it to defend my crown. So help me God. I never intend to kill you dead. You was my friend.
The friend of us all.
Enough.
Spare me, Briscoe. Spare and forgive your one and only close relative. Though it's me send you to the Obeah man, as God above I had good intentions.
And me, Lily, cause principle of the sudden tragedy that befall. A better sorrow will end my days, for I love you, Briscoe, now and always.
And spare me too.
Spare us.
Spare.
Spare us. Spare us.
Spare us. Spare us, Briscoe. Huh? Spare us.
I don't understand this thing at all.
All right. You ain't satisfied with the cut. Why you didn't say so? Why wait till he shut the door out behind you to cry and complain in my ears?
Because you should have raised a good price of the loot for you and me. Instead, you hand over all the money to Japapa. From Joe, from the men, everything we collect, you give to him. And what we get back? Hardly enough to buy eucalyptus drops to make off.
I tell you already, when you're about to thief from Japapa, count me out. I don't want no quarrel with black magic. You observe how his Obeah turned the trick on Briscoe?
True. And now he lay dying.
Well, what the hell you signifying like an old woman for?
My bunion's burning. When that happen, is a sure warning, trouble ahead. You going to the village?
Just as well we take anchorage out here in the woods close by Japapa in case anything happens.
But the cold air and damp ain't good for my old bones and cramps. Anything like what? What could happen?
I will pose you all angles within reason. First to begin, if Briscoe recover, I hate to say it, you're tail in hot water.
Why me?
Is you send him to Japapa? I tell you no. Then again, if not, two things could happen. His mind could blot it out and he won't remember nothing.
And what is the third chance in your reasoning?
He could kick the bucket.
Oh, I'm feeling sick.
Don't upset yourself.
Damn you and your logic.
Relax. Ghosts only walk by night. And we have a good hour of fading light. Come, amuse yourself with some dice in my back pocket. Bet you $50 nick before you.
Jack up the figure.
For a round dollar, watch the ivory roll.
2 single ace, a dead man pole.
Come again. My luck kind of frivolous today. No.
Oh, they're with us. Still, 2 singletons inseparable stand for a whole heap of trouble.
Look, last time, come. Angels in heaven, break the spell, some 4s and 3s.
Devils in hell, 3 times you throw a double dummy. Look. Briscoe goes. Lord have mercy, he come for revenge.
Don't look on me. It's Pelo send you to charm your poi.
But coolie thief, what you go jam money?
You lie.
No, it's true.
Briscoe, spare me and take old Pelo. He near dead already.
Go.
Ole! The time is here for the greatest triumph of my career. I will prove my power this very hour, my fortune waiting to burst and flower. Ole! The time is here for the greatest triumph of my career.
One day, come go take. Trouble come when you least expect. Turn your back and it's on your neck. Round the corner it lie and wait. Don't take that turn or you meet your fate.
I tell you I'm holding the upper hand. I must let a fool Portagi stand in my way. That is rank foolishness. Joe will perish for his meddlesomeness. And petticoat morals ain't going to influence my decision, neither. So save up your defense for St. Peter.
This was what I was dreading. I will not follow you on the path you treading.
You mean to desert me?
You forced me to go.
Where to?
First to one Portuguese Joe.
But everything here is yours, Minnie.
Quiet and listen while I impart the signs and omens that suddenly start to harass me since this business began. Yesterday, I was out gathering in the field. A bush started to shake. Coiled up underneath was a coral snake.
A dangerous sign.
Coming home, I stumbled on a tombstone and hear a voice grumble under the ground.
A call from the grave.
Take time, don't flinch, more to come. I saved the worst for last. In the tent, when I hit Briscoe, I swear I see his spirit rise off the ground and point at me. Then it disappeared laughing with glee.
Why you keep silent and let me proceed? So far in the business.
You won't take heed no matter how I caution and plead. Now you must stop before whatever brewing come to a boil and cause your undoing.
It look like the right time to take a trick. Take a look. See who is the knocker.
You go. It might be a customer.
Don't spend your strength on the old door. Come inside and let your courage roar. When you finish babble and speak, explain if you still have a tongue to speak.
He coming.
To get you.
He out.
To upset you.
Who?
We want protection.
In this affliction.
But who after you?
Quick, start up a charm.
To keep us from harm.
What frightened you so?
The ghost of Briscoe.
Briscoe ghost?
Ghost?
He meet us in the wood, 10 foot tall and covered in blood.
A fat piece of pooey in either hand, and his footstep cover a chain of land.
Minnie, start packing. We changing address.
You done pack already. You go and confess to the village?
No, we will head for the river.
We jump from the frying pan into the fire. You're all running away.
A change for the health.
But where your magic gone?
I have enough wealth and decide to retire.
Running wouldn't help if Briscoe spirit after a scalp.
Shut that talk. I run from no man.
Let us go and make a full confession.
Pelu, whatever happened, we got to stick with them.
But don't look for too much gymnastic from my old bones.
Everything ready? You have the money box safe, Minnie, and the jewels too. Pelu and Kuli, brace yourself and follow me.
Get up.
We will try the back door.
Take half time. Oh God, let me catch my breath.
The only thing catching today is death.
My cramp coming back. They're going too rough.
As if being haunted ain't enough, he must catch cramp.
I beg you, please take a rest.
Look, Pelu, this ain't no time to jest. We got to keep going.
What you want me to do?
Of all the idiots to be saddled with you, you would like a doctor, I suppose.
Look, give me my respect, you hear? Until my eyes close and they pack me away, give me my dues. I have twice your years.
And twice stupid too. What you say, Papa? We pushing on?
That is an obvious solution. My motto is, devil take the hindmost.
And the devil today mean Briscoe ghost.
He is your friend. You will leave him to die?
Is his funeral, Pelu boy? Goodbye. Was nice knowing you. You copied Minnie?
I will stay and keep him company.
Don't be an idiot. We got to keep going.
Where to?
The river boat. And then start rowing for life and money.
I stay here.
Save yourself, girl. Pelu favor old shoes ready for the dustbin.
This delay is the first sign of ruin.
What woman ever outsmart a ghost? Try as we can, the game done lost. Briscoe biding time to lead us on to a final reckoning and retribution.
More reason to hurry. Let us be gone. Give me the money box. I will take charge.
No, it's going with me to the village.
She off her mind. Hand over the loot, and we better divide it here to boot. By rights, a quarter belong to me, and as Pelu near dead, split it in 3.
What? Like fish. Not a farthing there is yours.
I have a lawyer to plead my cause. Don't get him vexed.
Get out of my sight, or prepare to suffer a crippling blight.
Stop fooling yourself, your magic fake. 1/3 of the spoils for the risk I take.
I will sing that chorus over your wake.
Minnie, stand close. You're safe with me. Nobody is touching you or the money. God Almighty, the ghost come again. Oh God, may I turn the spirit up here before me? Well, let them bury me here. I ain't running no more.
Oh, he's still laughing. He will keep on haunting us until we give up to the village.
Then let us go.
Every place I look, I see Briscoe. What to do to get rid of the spirit?
Every tree, every shadow is a counterfeit of this ghost. Hell and brimstone. Briscoe, you done already? Leave us alone.
Hey, you will incite him to attack.
Breaks for yourself. You coming back?
Hey, I see something over that side.
Shadow over here too.
The spirit divide up himself to bamboozle us. Look here.
No. Over there.
Oh, he everywhere.
Gone.
Taking every piece of courage I ever had. Now is back to the village for me. I want a place to rest, whether cell or tomb. The Lord knows best.
I come in with you in hoping to appease the spirit and win a little ease.
Look like the two of you gone mad. What you say, Kuli?
Believe me, I had enough of this business and ready to quit. If it will send this goddamn spirit back to the grave, you must come too. It's only a total confession will do.
I going on alone. Hand me the money.
Never.
Give me my share.
Hey, over my body. You're coming back with us, or I swear they carry boat are we out of here.
You responsible for the callaloo that we in, Papa. You must come too.
Let the four of us go back and surrender. Ask for pardon and give back the plunder. If the villagers do their utmost, it's better than tangling with a ghost.
I see it's hopeless to make resistance. Lead on to my shame and submittance.
Of the happy and free.
A haven of rest for the weary.
How beautiful.
Heaven must be.
What we waiting for?
I have no place to go.
No, me?
Me neither.
I would like most to find out what happening.
We sure was a ghost that walked out of here?
To see right through the clothes he was wearing.
You think I wouldn't know the ghost of my brother?
If it ain't Briscoe, who else would it be?
I only asked whether we're sure it was a spirit.
It was a devil of a time to act.
He leave the store without making a sound, and I noticed his foot never touched the ground.
If you doubt Alice, take a peep in his sick room and see if he only sleeping or dead for true.
Yeah, Alice. Take a cagey look and bring us relief.
I'm willing to do it. In company with somebody. Who going with me?
Death is one caller I do welcome.
Nor me.
Me neither. It ain't no fun to tamper with the corpse of a man who have reason to form an objection.
Tiny Satan, you call yourself King Stickman. Let both of us go.
Tiny?
Fame is a beggar and none in the land willing to stretch out a helping hand.
Let us all go together.
Agreed.
Yeah. Let's go together.
Who's so bold to be first man across the threshold?
It's no sense fooling about anymore. We have to wait till the spirit return to the body before the session adjourn.
You talk real smart. Straight from the heart. Nobody's so brave to dig their own grave.
Coming back from the city, the news overtake me riding hard at Briscoe forsake life for good. This is a sorry end. The village lose a sturdy friend.
Briscoe gone, but his spirit alive. It patrolling the country to contrive a fearsome fate for his enemies. Yet after which his soul will rest in peace.
Spirit alive? Explain what you mean.
Stroll out of here calm and serene as if going for a cool promenade.
And as the sun hit him, he started to fade.
This is damn nonsense. You went into the room.
No, don't go in there. Oh, you might meet your doom.
Superstition is a rope round your neck of this village. A choke in your intellect. Look, loose me, Inez. I intend to enter that room.
Must be a home of the weary and free. We come to surrender.
And return back all the thief and plunder.
I was the old fool of a spy.
I joined with him, the devil know why.
I was the head trickster, terrifying the village with spirits that never exist.
I, frightened Friday, was the one who assisted all and commit the chiefest faults when, to save Jah Papa, I assault Briscoe in the tent and cause his death.
Then a real spirit come.
Fully enraged and hunt us down all over the village.
Till we decide on an open confession.
And beg forgiveness for our transgressions.
Jah Papa is a faker, a rank mischief maker, a quack man, a bogus magician.
Your reign is over, Jah Papa. Time to vamoose. I knew your chickens would have come home to roost.
Banish the villains out of the island. Make them pay double for all the trouble.
Eye for an eye, a tooth
For
for
an
a
eye,
tooth.
huh? Tooth for a tooth. It's right down plain in the book of truth.
So, Papa, you don't really have magic? Let me see a charm that pui stick there.
Oh.
Enough is enough. No false right pup will ever brag that he rumful up Jah Papa. If the time come to go, I will leave in style and not the pappy show. Let the village jibe and jeer as they will. I am the great Jah Papa still.
The spirit come back. He finished ransack the traitor's nest. No, he will rest.
With my eye. Look, I'm going to find out what all this rigmarole about. Crackers, deal with Minnie.
Minnie, you don't belong to that crew of rascals. So you can choose whether you will stay in the village and suffer revile or follow Jah Papa into exile.
I'll go with him.
Then depart now and don't darken the face of the village no how again. You bear a heavy cross, girl, being born on the wrong side of the world.
The Briscoe self. He ain't really dead?
I find him faking sleep on the bed.
Briscoe alive!
Briscoe alive?
How come he revived? It's a miracle that we cannot unravel.
Briscoe, you come back among the living?
You come back among the living.
Oh, the occasion called for a bright Thanksgiving.
I had a feeling he wasn't a spirit.
Me too. Somehow he didn't look right.
Briscoe, we glad you're here dead for true, but you have a great deal of explaining to do.
Yes, tell the mystery. It will make history. How you overcome Jordan River.
I will try to explain as best as I can. But believe me, I ain't no wonder man. Whatever happened by chance. Up to now, I ain't sure the circumstance. I know that I wake up after the fight and couldn't get my bearings right. I was lying there in the room alone with Petty Belle Lily, who had turned into an angel. It's true. For she even had water in her eyes. I say, I in heaven. Especially when she start to caress me and do all kind of stupidness. Well, fellas, if this happened to you, I ask you as man, what would you do? So I decide not to break the spell, but stay quiet there now and then, helping myself to a handy bottle of nectar.
Yeah, 96% proof Barbados liquor.
After a while, I begin to feel good, ready to battle with all kind of wood. Then, like a stab suddenly, I remember that Dr. Sharp knife, Jack Papa, how he deceived me. I jump out of bed with one thought upmost in my head, to pay him off, when behold, a host of
And he frozen.
This is the strangest ballad told in Trinidad today.
He cleared the land of the Obia man.
Death take a licking. Briscoe is king.
Half of my property go to Briscoe.
And I will make him immortal in Calypso.
1, 2, 3. He's a lion. Let him roar. Briscoe, I speak for the whole brood of stickmen. You earn our gratitude. You come from behind and spring to fame with lion courage, rescuing the game from Obia, greed and politics. And you give it back to the Puistics. Therefore, it's needful we demonstrate that the village consider you a great and glorious warrior of renown. Men, what you say?
Give him the crown.
Give him the crown.
Give him the crown. Give Briscoe the crown.
Give Briscoe the crown. Briscoe deserves the crown.
It's the least we could do. Now, Briscoe, name the fair one who will share your fame.
I live and love under her spell, and offer my heart to the one Pity Bell.
Lily, come forward and take your stand beside the champion. Crown in hand, Tim Briscoe, conqueror of the field, swift as lightning, sharper than steel, wizard of wood, a terror in war. Brave as a lion whose mighty roar spelled death and destruction to the enemy. We crown you king.
Briscoe catch the Obia man, drop him in a frying pan. When his bottom get real hot, Briscoe take away all he got. Who win? Briscoe, Tim Briscoe is the hero. Briscoe walk in the lion mouth. When you think he dead, he jump back out. Who win? Briscoe, Tim Briscoe is the hero. Briscoe set the village free, make it safe for you and me. Briscoe proved the better man. Briscoe is the champion. Who win? Briscoe, Tim Briscoe is the hero. Who win? Briscoe, Tim Briscoe is the hero. Who win? Briscoe.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of this online reading of Errol Hill's Man Better Man. At this point, could we just keep the music going on there as I introduce the cast? I'm going to call the cast in order of appearance. So just turn off, guys, and I'll call you when you're ready. Playing the role of Tim Briscoe of Owen Blacker Ellis. Owen Blacker Ellis.
Yeah!
Yeah. In the role of Portuguese Joe, Brendan Lakai.
Here for Brendan.
Yeah. In the role of Swifty, McKillian Taylor. Playing the role of Inez Briscoe, Amanda Cumberbatch. In the role of Hannibal, Kristen Joseph.
Woo!
Playing Daga de Silva, Kristen Kendall Rock. Role of Tiny Satan, Raymond Travis Weeks. In the role of Pogo, Jean-Paul Manu.
All right.
Jackie.
Thank you. Thank
Playing
you.
the role of Cracker Jack, Michael Cherry.
Michael.
The role of Pitty Bell Lily, Michelle Hinkson Cox.
Oh, sweetie.
Pataway Rimbo, Marvin George. Alice Sugar, Doreen Reed. The role of Cooley, Lalon Ocho. Old Man Pilu, Marvin Ishmael. I played the role of Jab Papa. Kennedy Booth Samuel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Papa.
And the role of Minnie Whoopsa, Kentilia Louis.
Yes.
I want to acknowledge the lovely voices that we heard off stage. Camille Kwamina, Patrice Briggs, Marvin George, vocals and drums. I just want to comment on my two technical stage managers, Rachel Pierre, Chantel Cole. Our technical director behind the scenes, Mr. Kieran Reed.
Yeah, Keon.
And somebody will introduce the director.
Yeah.
And our director,
Mr. Louis.
Louis McWilliams.
Yeah, we must give thanks to the Emergence Committee for putting this together. And we all at this point want to shout out a very happy and special birthday to Mr. Errol Hill. And we also want to thank all those people who donated, who gave us short interviews at the top to tell us and give us a little more insight into Errol Hill. Gene Small, Royal Gibbons, and Dr. Lester Ifibo Wilkinson. I give thanks and for their interviewer. Yeah? Ewan McDonald. Yeah. All those who made this possible. Emergence. We have more things in the pipeline.
Happy birthday, Errol. Happy birthday, Errol. Happy birthday, Errol. Happy birthday to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been indeed a great effort, and it's a very positive thing to be working with a Caribbean cast. And to my colleagues in St. Lucia, Barbados, Jamaica, out of UTT Trinidad, UV Trinidad, I give thanks. I give thanks for the work. We had a hectic 5-6 days putting this together and dealing with all the technical issues and everything else. And I give thanks to all of you who stayed the course, stayed with us, enjoyed the show. We appreciate it. We look forward to your feedback and keep looking out for emergence. We have things in the pipeline, and as we continue to celebrate our heroes and our icons in Caribbean theatre, and for you to get to know them even more intimately as we go along. Yeah? Give thanks. I don't know if Marvin or anybody on behalf of CARIBNET wants to say anything.
If I may, Louis, say a quick word. First of all, to apologize for my lapse in power towards the end. Technology got the better of me. You wouldn't believe what happened. You wouldn't believe what happened. In the moving of the Pui, I dislodged the cord, the power cord, and the battery had been going, and it just died at the wrong time. But today, I have to celebrate Errol Hill. I want to pause to remind that today is the birthday also of Carol Laws, one of our beloved theatre icons of the Caribbean. And to say that also yesterday, my drama school batchmate and renowned dub poet Jean Binterbreeze made a transition to the other realm. And we just wanted us, heal her spirit and give thanks for the life that she lived. Yeah.
We also celebrating some birthdays of two institutions, DCFA and Edna Manley College.
Yes.
35 and 45.
Yes.
Yeah. Long time in existence. So give thanks to these institutions who've been carrying the theatre throughout the Caribbean and holding the fort since people like Errol Hill and they started to share the vision. And people like Errol Gibbons, who has been very instrumental in all of us, and yeah, we give thanks.
Next step.
Yeah. So Marvin, all I can tell you is the next step.
Sorry. Hello?
What we could look forward to.
The next step. Good night, everybody, and give thanks. Give thanks to the cast. Give thanks to the crew that joined in. Yeah, give thanks to the cast and crew for the work on this project. Give thanks to the people who tuned in on the YouTube channel. Give thanks for the ancestor whose name we remember today and whose work we appreciate, commemorate, and recognize as the base for what we have to do next. Give thanks for the elders who are still with us, and give thanks for the other ancestors who we know we must recognize because it is on their shoulders we stand to even organize this thing in Zoom today. Zoom is just the technology, but the gathering of energy is what they've plugged us with, what they've left with us. This gathering is the gathering, in this instance, of a couple English-speaking Caribbean institutions. It's as Louis said, it's the Department of Creative and Festival Arts at UWI St. Augustine, who will be 45 this academic year. It is the Barbados Community College in Barbados. It is the faculty, Amanda, help me, the Faculty of
Faculty of Culture, Creative and Performing Arts.
The Faculty of Culture, Creative and Performing Arts in Barbados. It is the Academy of Performing Arts in Trinidad and Tobago. It is the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College in St. Lucia. And Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts, the School of Drama, formerly Jamaica School of Drama, who on the other hand will be 45 years this year. The people who are gathered here are from those institutions. And we are celebrating the same time as Hill hits the 100. This exercise is to signal the birth of something we will call emergence, that takes cue from the title of an essay written by Errol Hill, an essay called Emergence of a National Drama in the West Indies, which speaks about, Errol Hill is renowned for the work he did on the Trinidad Carnival mandate for a national theatre, which is the basis for the idea of how we could indigenize our theatres. But in Emergence, he broadens that thesis by speaking to the elements that will give us what might be a national drama in the entire Caribbean. He calls it at the time the West Indies. That is not simply about us getting together to form a company. That might be one of the dreams. But the other aspects of it would be, what are the energies that constitute our national theaters that give us the West Indian theater, but also where they might be located, institutions, etc., that carry that work forward. And so in keeping with that, beyond this moment, our interest is, one, in having conversations with the elders who, like Errol Hill, would have continued this work in various ways in different parts of the Caribbean, and to put us as a regional community in conversation with ourselves. Because in very many ways, we operate as islands, in these silos. And this is the occasion that we are saying, in the spirit of Hill, just as Hill taught us, to speak to ourselves as a Caribbean. So bringing all these people together is, on the one hand, to offer the reading, but on the other, to open up the spaces in this region for us to begin those critical conversations. We also suspect that because of this reading, because I've heard it already, that there might be call or occasion for us to do another one, another regional reading, regional voices reading, and that we find a Caribbean classic, a West Indian classic, and we offer it as part of how we get together and commune, especially in these times where we physically distance, but we're bridging that, we're mashing up the distance. We will decide on how that goes. And then for the people who were looking on at this work inside of the YouTube today, and where we will locate it hereafter today on the CARIBNET YouTube channel, your feedback will help us to frame or fine-tune how we want to have these conversations as we go. Emergence, conversations on Caribbean theater. Caribbean conversations on theater. That's the project. Give thanks, everybody. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Marvin. And again, to all the people on the feed, we say thank you for tuning in, and have a blessed night, have a blessed weekend. Look forward to seeing and hearing from you soon. And Cass, we could stay on the Zoom a little bit. All right, so Kia and you can tell us when we stop streaming. Give thanks.
Who win? Errol Hill is the hero. 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 Happy birthday, Errol Hill. Happy birthday.
Divine vibrations eternally.